Good morning. All right, so here we are at our second double spring shelter on the AT. First one was in, I don't remember, but this one's in Tennessee, northern Tennessee. And our options are limited today for shelters. We either have like 6.8 or 8.9, which is weird that the two are so close together. I don't know why they did that. And then, or it's like 18 and a half, 19 miles to Damascus, which I think truck driver is going to do. I'm not walking 19 miles. Let's just say 19. I'm not doing that. The hell with that. My package isn't even arrive until Thursday. I would need a 000 to recover from 19 miles. So anyway, I could tent camp, so technically I can make it a 14-mile day, I can make it a 12-mile day. It depends on wherever there's water and wherever I can camp. So we'll see if he stops at the further shelter. If he decides to go on Damascus, I guess I'll just figure out my day as it goes. But I can't think of anything to report on. I slept great. It's really windy, it sounds like. Not here, but you could hear it like at the higher elevation. And so it's a little chilly, but it's 7 a.m. I don't know what the day is going to bring, but either way, today's going to be a great day. All right, Double Spring Shelter, thank you for your service. And onward. I want to take a minute to talk about God for just a minute. You know, I'm doing this for $500 a month, which I've talked to other people and they've done it for like anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 plus. And one, I don't know what they're buying. I've heard of people through hiking for 10 grand. I don't know what y'all were buying to make a $10,000 through hike. But as I could do this luxury style for 1,000 a month, you know. But yeah, so this trip didn't look like it was gonna happen, and I just prayed about it. I was just always thinking about it, praying, and then all of a sudden the stars aligned. They just aligned, and it happened. I got the Springer, and $500 a month, sure, but the first month I was just blowing through the budget because all the weather conditions, and it was too dangerous to be out here. And then I melted my shoes, which I had a great friend Becky, and then my cousin Janine just volunteered to send me money for those shoes. And then these shoes I'm wearing now ended up being $89, so only $20 of my budget had to come out, and it's just crazy. And then when things were getting tough, just random people who I love, each and every one of you, just sent me money, and I never asked. You know, my Venmo and everything's in the description, but I never went out begging, you know. They just volunteer, and I truly think God put you people into my life to help me stay out here. I do. I started like about 10-15 years ago, just living wholeheartedly, like put all my faith into God, the good times, the bad times. It doesn't always seem fair, but when you just like love God nonstop. Now I'm not talking, I don't go to church, I don't read the Bible. I'm just talking about God, a higher power, whatever you want to call it, the universe, Yahweh, Allah, whoever you pray to. That's your choice. I'm not here to convert people or preach the gospel, you know. But what I am going to say is just putting my faith and whole heart and love, just all my love into God. My life has just never been better. And it's reflecting on this trip. You know, people were randomly just sending me money, which helped me, because if that never happened, I would have been packing it up. You know, I would have had enough money to make it to maybe Damascus. And, you know, doing this for $500 a month in the heat, absolutely. But in the winter, there was just, this Tennessee stretch alone has cost a fortune, because it's just exhausting, and the weather, and we've been wet, and then it's been freezing temperatures, and we can't be out in that. So thank you to everyone who has donated, and God putting you guys into my life. Like I said, believe whatever you want to believe. You have the free will to believe in what. If you want to believe in the spaghetti monster, or you want to believe in, I don't know, an acorn, I don't know, whatever you want to believe in. You know, like I said, I'm not out here to start reading Bible verses to you, as I don't really necessarily the Bible and organized religion send people astray sometimes. And like my next door neighbor in PA was just a dreadful person. I love her. I did. I love everybody unconditionally, but I didn't really. You don't have to like everybody. You just have to love everybody. You got to understand that everyone's a human, and you know, we're all going through the same thing. You know, we're all going through the same thoughts and emotions, just in different ways. And you know, she goes to church and calls herself a Christian, but she was one of the most evil, vile people I've ever met in my life. And I pray for her. I wish her the best, you know. But it was just, I don't really deal with church and religion and all that, like organized religion. But God, on the other hand, just, you know, live like Jesus, I guess. Try to be a good person, I suppose. But God, the Father, you know, that's the one I give my whole life to. And it's just, but yeah, random people just volunteered to send money, and I felt weird about it, but I said, you know what, it keeps me out here. I've worked so hard to get out here, and it kept me out here, and I'm just so forever thankful to you people, just total strangers, just out of the kindness of your heart, and God, the universe, whatever, just brought you into my life. And all you viewers, all you subscribers, now, starting in like a month, my videos are gonna pay my way out here, you know. And I dropped my pole, I'm sorry. Starting at the end of March, now I get the monetization. So it's just like amazing that I just hung in there. I don't talk about my like financial struggles out here, because I try to keep it mostly like the adventure, but I just felt like it was something in my heart told me I had to talk about this today. I was just thinking about it, but yeah, now just your views and your subscriptions pay for my trip, so you don't even have to do anything. It costs nothing now, and it's just amazing. And I truly believe it was like just my faith and love in the higher power and God, which made this all happen. I really do. It's just unbelievable, and I'm so grateful, and I'm just so blessed and happy, and just a whirlwind of emotions. I could cry right now. I'm just so happy, you know. And the monetization took it's not much, mind you. It's not like I'm making thousands of dollars per video, but the monetization brought my budget from $500 a month to like $700 a month. You know, it's that extra $200 goes a long way. So that means my resupplies are covered, and now I just have to get a hostel and a shower once in a while. You know, and once it gets warm, I plan on pulling week-long stretches here. So plus, once the bubble catches my slow ass, I ain't getting a hostel to save my life anyway. But it's just amazing how, and even everything in my life, like when my family lost their house in Sandy and we had nowhere to go, Kelly and I went to church, and we both had the same idea to go to Pennsylvania at the same time, and we were walking out and she goes, "Do you think 20 bucks will get us to Pennsylvania?" And it's just crazy that we had the same thought at the same time, and she's a non-believer in anything, you know, and just putting my faith and love into God has just never led me astray. Like I said, on this channel, I'm not going to try to get too preachy about this stuff, but it was just something I felt like I had to talk about. But I'm so thankful to all of you, each and every one of you who watch. And God, my life will just never be the same after this now. It's just, this trip has saved my life, and I'm only 455 miles in, and my life is saved. You know, as I was in a real dark place a few months ago, and not even 2 months ago, I was in a real dark place, and I just needed this, and I feel like y'all knew I needed this, and God knew I needed this, and I'm just so happy it happened. And yeah, before this video is an hour and a half long, I'm gonna stop this clip, but thank you so much. Thank you. I just needed this, and my life, y'all saved my life. You really did. You really did. And all you had to do is watch my goofy ass make these videos. You're all great, and God is great. Always. And I love you. I love you all. I love God. Well, I do have choices today. That old cabin just in the middle of the woods, isn't that something? Yeah. Look how peaceful it is down there. Amazing. Alright. Whoa. Well, you almost had some great footage there. Man, I almost just pooped myself for like the third or fourth time in my adult life. Everyone's pooped themselves at least once. Don't lie. Take the hottest person you know. They've pooped themselves. Man, the Pope has pooped themselves, you know. But, man, that was close. That was real close. I had to dig a hole after the fact. I couldn't even... I just dropped my pack in the middle of the trail and ran. Good Lord. So that's a lesson, too, out here. Always keep your toilet paper close, because usually I'm fine. I can wait till I get to camp or before I leave camp in the morning. But today just came out of nowhere, and it's weird. So when I was filtering my water this morning, there was like the black pipe, and then black pipe, and then that BBC, BBP rather, that big black pipe. Anyway, but and it's funny because in the other stream it was a little white pipe, but ADD. There was a little mouse at the end of the pipe where the water was flowing in, and I thought, that's disgusting. Please, Sawyer Squeeze, don't fail me now. And I drank it last night, and I drank it today. And today I just got to the top of that hill and out of nowhere. So yeah, the lesson is keep your toilet paper close. So this shelter was built in 1934, and it says to only use it in case of emergency, and I can see why. It is it's leaning pretty heavily. Cool history though. Wow. So small. Were people smaller back then? I don't know. That would fit like one, maybe two, uncomfortably. It is really cool history though. It has a new roof, but think of all the hikers that this shelter has helped in almost 100 years, you know. Was it 90 years? It's wild. hikers that aren't even alive anymore slept in there. Crazy. Time is weird. Has a great view too. But, all right. Time to move on. I'm going to take a break at the next shelter in 1.5 miles, eat lunch, and I'm going to contemplate hiking the 10 extra miles to Damascus, but I don't know. I'd be getting there at like 7 p.m. It's not getting dark till about 6:30, 7 o'clock now, but I don't know if I'll hike that far. I'd rather, looks like no matter what, I'm taking a 0 day on Thursday, because I'm not hiking in the snow. And but do I want a double 0 or do I want to Nero into a 0? That's the big question right now. I think if the church is open, or it's $10 a night, I'll double 0. But God, hiking 18.5 miles is not really at the top of my to-do list. I don't know. Unbelievably beautiful. Wow. Unbelievably beautiful. The last blaze of Tennessee. Oh, wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Whew. Look at that. Isn't that something? I just got chills. Tennessee is right here, and Virginia is this way. My fourth state. My fourth state. Isn't that something? Crazy. Just crazy. I have no words. Man, it's like 460 something miles. I don't even know, but my fourth state. Just wild, just wild. I am so thankful to God and all of you, and we've been at this for over 60 days now. Just there's snow up to here, the heat, the cold, negative temperatures, rain, snow, sleet, hail, tornado warnings, crazy people claiming to be God, Jesus reincarnated, just the craziest stuff. But I am just so thankful to be here. I'm thankful to all of you for your support and your kind words and your donations and just helping this channel grow to almost 2,000 subscribers. I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful to all of you. I'm thankful to Truck Driver. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to the Appalachian Trail. Just, oh God, I'm just so thankful. My life is, I'm so happy for the first time in years. And I have about 1,700 miles to go. Getting my hiker tag tomorrow. We're going to do a double 0. But, man, I couldn't have done it without you all, and I couldn't have done it without God. But here I am, crossing the line now. You ready? We're not going to go right foot. We're going to go left foot. We're going to be different here. Virginia, baby. Hell yeah. This is also the longest state. It's like 600 miles, and they say you're going to get the blues, but the stuff we just went through in between the Smoky Mountains and all the blowdowns, man, Truck Driver and I are stronger in ways from the Smokies and the climbing over trees. We're stronger in ways that even we don't yet understand. And man, there's not a single doubt in my mind that I won't make it to Katahdin. And got about another 4.5 months of going at this, but I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. Honestly, out of this whole trip, the only thing I'm looking forward to, and the only thing I've ever looked forward to, is the Grayson Highlands. So I don't know anything after that, but I'm just excited for what the trail has to bring. And I'm excited to see how this channel's going to grow, and I'm just so thankful. I started this with a budget of $500 a month, and between your support and the monetization, money is just not going to be an issue now. The only issue, not even the only issue, the only thing I have to worry about is keeping my feet under me. I love you all so very much. I love you, each and every one of you. You have no idea. I'll never meet 99% of you, but you have no idea how much you've changed my life. And you all saved my life. Because I tell you, I was not wanting to live anymore before I got out here. Like, serious, not wanting to live. And now I do. And I thank you all. I thank God. Anyway, I have another 4 miles to go at this 18-mile day. Oh! Ugh. Ugh. I'm sore. Ugh. I don't know if I'm going to camp yet or go into town. I'm not sure yet, but either way. Ah, Virginia, baby. She doesn't own a dress. Hair is always a mess. You catch her stealing, she won't confess. She's beautiful. The first blaze of Virginia. Ah, how sweet it is. All right. So strange. You just come out of the damn wilderness into some back road and by people's houses. That's weird. Look at that. Super odd. Imagine having the AT just come through your backyard. That is wild. I would have a hostel like right there. Just steal all the business. Where can I find a Diet Coke? So, hell yeah. Are we allowed to sleep in there? Wow, look at that. Unbelievable. Here we are. Ay, ay, ay. What a day. Crazy. Well, it says no camping. That's my answer. That sucks. I would have totally just slept in there. Whatever. That little guy. He's little, but it could pull. Don't judge a train by its size. It's the chugga chugga choo choo that counts. All right, civilization. I think that's where I have to get my package in a day or two, but it's not going to arrive till Thursday at 8 p.m. My phone's about to die, damn it. Hell yeah. Yikes, no riding bikes. No. Don't I say it all the time? Don't I say it all the time? Alright, I see where it was flooded. Oh boy. Wow. It's terrible. Crazy. I see. The river just did its own thing. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow. not about the size of the church. It's about how big you worship. Well, even though I talked to Crazy Larry 2 nights ago, all of a sudden he has nothing available, so, yeah. Fuck him. I will be honest. That's messed up. Is I could have made arrangements all day long, and I thought I already had arrangements made. He's not a hostel anymore, it's his house, I understand that, but I could have had arrangements made all day today for something else, and now it's after 6 o'clock at night and I'm trying to figure it out. So yeah, fuck him, man. Trail edging my ass. I'm so pissed off right now. Yeah, what's the point of saying, oh yeah, come on down? Yeah, annoyed. I'm so annoyed. All right, folks, so that is the end of a 19 and I think a half-mile day or whatever. It's a long day. Got my first blister. 470 miles in, my first blister. It's crazy. How did that happen? How do you get a first blister that far in? It's nuts. Anyway, yeah, we're at the Broken Fiddle Hostel because Crazy Larry blew us off. But we might have said we were going to be there tomorrow. I can't remember now, though. It is what it is. Whatever. But we're here and doing a 0 tomorrow, and then we're going to push out Thursday, I think, whatever the day after tomorrow is. And yeah, that's all I could think of today. Tomorrow we're going to do a little resupply, take you along on that adventure. But yeah, today was a great day. Hope you had a great day. You're all good. God is good. And please like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow, you sexy, sexy people. Have a great night. Bye. He folds it, and he gives you a little chocolate mint thing and everything. Look at that service there. Crazy.